This is what I eat. Good morning, friends. Welcome to another video. I'm Hazel, and welcome if you are new here. In today's video, I will be talking about weight loss because I get so much questions from people asking me, what do I do for weight loss? How do I stay slim and stuff like that? And even when I'm talking to people outside, they always ask me like, how do you stay slim like that after having 5 children? So anyway, that's a popular question. And I like to answer your question is number one. And number two, I also like to give information that would be of interest to people. So let's do this, okay? So today we're gonna start with breakfast. Let me see the time. It's 10 after 11 here in my time. And that is when I usually eat breakfast around 11 o'clock, sometimes 10 to 30. And the reason I do that is it's like a fasting period for me. So I like to finish eating at around 6 or 7, and I won't eat again until around 10 o'clock. And that just gives me a time for my stomach to process everything. I only drink water. That's it. So it's a kind of fasting, but it's a way of helping your gut to remain healthy and to process stuff. If you consistently giving your body food and it doesn't have a rest period, you're overtaxing your body, and so you may end up having problems with your body. You may have pimples, you may have stomach ache, because the body just is warning you and say, hey, I need a break, I need a time of rest. So that's the reason why I don't eat like very first thing in the morning when I wake up. The first thing in the morning when I wake up, I drink water, and then I usually drink like an apple cider vinegar mix, or I drink herbal tea. So for my herbal tea in the morning, I usually do this, and this. So this is dried mint that I grow. I grew this in my garden. This is last year one, so I gotta finish up because I have a lot for this year. And this is the vervain, and I also have a lot, so I have to try to finish up that because I have another bottle. So you can grow it and dry it. And in here I have goldenrod. I have a little bit of rosehip left in the bottom. I have some mint, and I have some mullein. This what you're seeing right here, it's mullein. Right? And I like to make a herbal tea with this, with a tiny bit of raw honey in the morning. That's it. Sometimes I put honey, sometimes I don't. And just drinking a nice herbal tea in the mornings without eating any food or anything like that, it also wakes up the stomach, and it gives the stomach something just beautiful to start with after you sleep, and it cleanses itself during the night. I just want to start with something healthy, something that is filled with anti-inflammatory properties. These herbs that I tell you here, they're good for the gut. Goldenrod is a healer, is a heal all herb. So if you drink goldenrod in the morning, this awesome. It helps the fauna and the flora in your gut system. So that's one of the reasons that I drink this concoction here, because I want to have a very healthy gut. Because in the past, I didn't have a healthy gut, and I had to learn how to make my gut healthy again. So I just keep to my routine, and I don't go contrary to it because I don't want to have problems with my gut again. Okay. Now, on other mornings, when I don't want to drink this, I just drink a simple chai tea. This is organic chai tea, and you can just buy organic chai tea anywhere you want, any place I want. I like this President's Choice. It's just a tea bag, cinnamon, apples, hibiscus flower. This one have chicory, this one have chicory, and this one have carob pods, and I have carob pods here. And so yeah, you have chicory root and hibiscus flowers in it. So that's why I like this chai tea, because it just doesn't have cinnamon, clove, and cinnamon, it just doesn't have cinnamon and clove, just a regular chai that is mixed with, yes, other things like chicory, which is good for you, you know, your pressure, your skin. The hibiscus flower is good for skin and hair and bacteria infections and all that kind of stuff. So I like this one, so I buy that one. And then I usually buy this Tetley chai too. This one is just a regular chai with the cinnamon and clove and black tea. But this one have just a little bit of, this one has cardamom. This Tetley has cardamom, and I love cardamom. I drink cardamom by itself. So I also have cardamom here. I drink it by itself. But these teas are very expensive. So when they go down to like $2-3, I tend to buy a couple of them. And I just keep them. Just like, you know, fast. You want to drink some tea at night. You want to drink some tea early morning. So that's what I do. This is how I keep like my weight down. The next thing I do is early in the morning, I make a green drink. So carrot, cabbage, kale, any green stuff that I have in the house, celery, I make a beautiful green drink in the mornings. And I just drink that. And most of the times, if I make a green drink, I don't eat anything until noon, because it keeps me full and I'm not hungry at all until like lunchtime. So these are the 3 things I usually do. Oops, I'm shaking the camera. These are the 3 things I usually do first thing, like in the morning time when I wake up, or for breakfast, right? And I don't have like something strict that I do. I switch around. Sometimes I drink chai tea, sometimes I drink my herbal tea. You know, I do many different mixes, but what I don't do is I don't get up and eat like a big old meal, you know, like rice and chicken from the day before or stuff like that. No, I never do that at all when I wake up in the morning. Sometimes I make yogurt and fruit when I'm ready to have a breakfast. And I do not eat like 7-8 o'clock in the morning. No, I don't eat. It's too early for me to eat. My body still needs time to process food. So that's important. A lot of people think that they need to eat first thing in the morning when you wake up, but it's not true. It's not true at all. You can drink water and let your body continue that cleansing process. Give your body enough time to rest. Now, after I do all of that in the morning time, I exercise. No, that's incorrect. So when I wake up in the morning, I drink water, then I exercise. Then I do all this other stuff. That's what I do. Okay? Exercise or stretching. So I do weight training 3 days a week. I do aerobics mostly every day, and stretching every single day. All right? So that keeps my body flexible. I'm in my 40s, you know what I mean? I need to keep those muscles strong and healthy. And I don't take, like in the beginning, I didn't take any supplements or anything like that. I would just do a lot of juicing with a different variety of fruits and vegetables, and I'd make a lot of smoothie. But since I turned like 44, like, I started taking a multivitamin. I started taking a multivitamin, and yeah, that's basically it. But in the past, I always take like vitamin D and vitamin C. Vitamin D and C, that was just my 2 main things that I've always taken, but nothing else. But now, like I said, I started taking a multivitamin because, you know, I'm getting older, and I just want to take a multivitamin just in case I miss some things, you know. When you get older, things that's going down the drain. So I don't want to miss anything. You know, I want to live forever, which I know is not possible, but, you know, I want to look good for a very long time. Anyways, so yeah, exercising and stretching is very, very important. Stretching is good for the muscles. It helps to elongate. Stretching is excellent for the muscles because it helps to elongate the muscles, and it gives you strength, right? So that's why you need to stretch for. It also makes you more flexible and less prone to accident. Now, if you know, like, the older you get, the easier your bones are to break and all that kind of stuff. So stretching helps with that. It strengthens the bones and the muscles and the tendons and all those kind of things. So if you don't like to jog, you like to do aerobic, you like to do all that kind of stuff, find some kind of exercise where it comes to stretching, or just stretch. You know, put your hands up, put your foot up. You could lay on your bed and stretch. You could get a mat, you can lay down and stretch. I mean, there's so much things on YouTube. You could go to the library and find books on how to stretch and just learn a couple of stretches and stretch every morning for at least 15 minutes and at night for around 10 minutes. You're getting older, guys. You got to take care of the body. Your body is all that you got. All right. So the next thing I do to keep myself slim and in shape, sugar. I don't consume a lot of sugar. I consume a lot of fruits and vegetables. You see in the back there, I have loads of fruits and vegetables there. I go to the store at least 3 times a week to buy fruits in the winter time. And in the summertime, there's so much vegetables and apples and all kind of stuff on my property. I don't really need to go to the grocery store to buy those stuff because it's abundant here. But in the winter, of course, we have winter here. So, you know, these things are not available in the winter. But so in the winter, I go 3 times to make sure I get my fill of fruit. I try to stay organic as much as possible. But if I can't, it's not affordable, the prices, then I just buy regular and I just wash them really well. And I try not to eat things with the skin and stuff like that, even though the skin has a lot of nutrition in it. But I try to stay away from the skin because, you know, I don't want all this pesticide in my body. The next thing I do is I drink a lot of fermented stuff. So like kombucha, I make my own fermented other drinks like kefir and all that kind of stuff. So ferments are very good for your gut, and it's also good for your body. It helps to process like bad smells, like sweat, like you certain foods that you eat makes you kind of smelly like so when you sweat and you just smell bad sometimes. So if you eat a lot of fermented food, those bacteria that make you smell bad when you're sweating, it helps to counteract those bacteria. So if you want a solution to smelly armpits and smelly sweat and stuff like that, eat a lot of fermented foods. It's really, really help with that. All right. The next thing I do is I eat around 11 o'clock, 10:30, 11 like I mentioned before. And the next thing I do is, this is what I eat. All right. When I start to eat, you see my plate, I have fruit. So I have kiwi and I have banana. And then I have strawberry. Then I have eggs. I have one egg here. And then this I made from flaxseed. So ground flaxseed with a little bit of flour. And then you just put it on top on a pan and you just make like a kind of flat bread. And this is going to be my breakfast. And that's basically it. Now, whatever I eat in the morning, I always have fruit in it. This is your bulk. These things is what's going to give you bulk and keep you full for a long period of time and make you not hungry. The bread, see, I have a very small amount of bread here. It's not a lot. Like, this was a whole bread. I had a whole flat bread. And I cut it like in a third. That's what I'm eating, right? I'm not eating the whole flat bread. Why? Because I have this and this is my bulk. This is enough. When I eat this, I'm quite sure I'm not going to eat all of that because this is going to fool me out by the time I get to that. So that's another important thing. You need to have things that would make bulk in your stomach, and those bulky stuff are fruits, vegetables, wheat, all that stuff that's going to absorb and keep you full for a longer period. So when I eat things that are with a lot of bulk, so that's going to keep me full, so I'm not constantly snacking and eating, and that's a big problem for many people. They snack a lot. I tend not to snack a lot because I don't need to, because the food choices that I'm making is so bulky that it doesn't make me hungry. So that is why I am slim. All right, exercise, proper diet with fruits and vegetables, and that's basically it, guys. All right, many people eat a lot of food and they don't exercise, and that's a problem. If you're eating a lot of food, not exercising, that's a problem because you're not losing fat, you're not getting rid of fat, that's a problem. People think that they can eat and no exercise. It's a myth. It's not true. Okay, so this is how I keep myself slim, and I stay away from sugars. I don't buy those sweet yogurts. I buy plant-based yogurt or plain yogurt. And if I do want to buy a vanilla yogurt or something, I look at the sugar content and see how much sugar is in it. And if I do buy it because I want to eat it, it's okay, because I exercise and by next morning I'm going to burn out all those calories. So if you know you're not exercising, but you're just eating, you're not active, you're not watching the things that you eat, you're snacking, you're just letting you're just having whatever you want, then honestly you're not gonna be slim and trim, and you're not gonna have the body that you desire to have. So guys, this is what I do. This is how I stay slim. This is how I stay fit. And this is what I eat for breakfast in the morning. Always fruit. My plate has more fruit than anything. And kiwi are my favorite. I eat kiwi mostly every single day. So y'all, thanks for watching. This is my secret. This is how I stay slim and trim. And I hope you learned something from this video. And ciao, ciao, as I always say, stay positive, think beautiful thoughts, you're beautiful. I'll catch you in the next video.